Do you feel like you have two different personalities? In your native language, you are funny, smart, and quick. But in English, you feel like a child. You feel slow. You feel boring. You go to the grocery store or a coffee shop, and you want to say something nice to the cashier. But your brain freezes. You just say, "Thank you," and run away. It is frustrating, isn't it? You study hard. You know the vocabulary, but you cannot use it in your real daily life. I have good news for you. The problem is not your English level. The problem is your mindset. You're thinking like a student taking a test instead of a human being having a conversation. In this podcast, I'm going to show you how to change that mindset. I will give you 7 practical tips to make English a natural part of your daily life. No stress, no exams, just easy communication. Let's get started. First, let's understand why this happens. Why do we freeze in simple daily situations? It is because of the performance filter. When you view English as a subject to be studied, your brain tries to filter every sentence for errors before you speak. It checks grammar, it checks pronunciation, and it checks vocabulary. By the time your brain finishes checking, the moment is gone. To speak fluently in daily life, we need to turn off that filter. We need to stop performing and start connecting. Here is how we do it. Tip number 1 is called the commentator technique. Athletes have commentators who describe the game. He passes the ball. He runs. He scores. I want you to be the commentator of your own life. You don't need a speaking partner for this. You can do it alone at home. When you're making breakfast, say it out loud. I'm taking the eggs. I am cracking the egg. I am pouring the coffee. Do this for 10 minutes every day. Why does this work? Because it connects your physical actions directly to English words. You stop translating in your head and start associating the action with the word. Tip number 2, the micro-conversation strategy. Big conversations are scary. Small conversations are easy. If you're too nervous to talk to strangers for a long time, start with micro-conversations. These are interactions that last less than 10 seconds. When you buy a ticket, don't just say "one ticket." Say, "one ticket, please." It is a beautiful day, isn't it? When you see a neighbor, just say, "Hi, nice to see you." That's it. You don't need to say anything else. These small wins build your confidence muscle. If you do this 3 times a day, by the end of the week, you will feel unstoppable. Tip number 3 is the baby rule. When a baby learns to speak, do they use complex grammar? No. Do they use fancy vocabulary? No. They use simple words to get what they want, and everyone understands them. In daily life, simple is better than complex. Instead of trying to say, "I would like to inquire about the availability of this item," just say, "Do you have this in stock?" Many students try to use difficult words to sound smart, but they end up getting stuck. Use the vocabulary you already know. If you can explain your ideas simply, you are fluent. Tip number 4, change your digital environment. You spend hours every day looking at your phone. If your phone is in your native language, you are missing a huge opportunity. Change your phone language to English. Change your YouTube settings. Change your Instagram interface. This forces your brain to see English words like settings, display, privacy, and notifications hundreds of times a day. You learn without studying. It tells your brain, English is not a subject. English is my environment. Tip number 5, the Google Map mindset. Think about using a GPS or Google Maps. If you miss a turn while driving, does the GPS scream at you? Does it say, "You are stupid, you missed the turn"? No. It simply says, "Recalculating," and it finds a new way. You must treat your English the same way. If you make a grammar mistake, or if you forget a word, don't panic. Don't beat yourself up. Just recalculate. Find a different word. Rephrase the sentence. The person listening to you doesn't care about the mistake. They are waiting for the message. Be kind to yourself when you get lost. Tip number 6, shadow real emotions. Textbooks teach you robotic English. Hello, how are you? I am fine. Real life is full of emotion. To learn this, I want you to pick your favorite movie scene or YouTube video. Listen to how the actor says a phrase. Listen to the emotion. Is he angry? Is he surprised? Then, repeat the phrase with the same emotion. If the actor says, "Are you kidding me?" in a loud, surprised voice. You must shout, "Are you kidding me?" This teaches your brain the rhythm and feeling of English, not just the grammar. It helps you sound natural, not like a robot. Tip number 7, the end of day review. Before you go to sleep, lie in bed and think about your day. But do it in English. Ask yourself, what was the best thing that happened today? What did I eat for lunch? Review your day like a movie in your head, but narrated in English. Since you are alone and in bed, there is zero pressure. This trains your brain to think in English right before you sleep, which is scientifically proven to help with memory retention. Now, I have a question for you. Which of these 7 tips can you start doing today? Is it changing your phone language? Or maybe the commentator technique? Tell me in the comments below. I want to see you take action. But before we finish, I need to warn you about the common pitfall. The trap that catches almost everyone. The trap is over-apologizing. Many learners start every conversation by saying, "I am sorry my English is bad." Please stop doing this. When you say your English is bad, you are telling the other person to focus on your mistakes. You are showing a lack of confidence. Instead, just speak. If you struggle, smile and say, "I am still learning. Thanks for your patience." This is positive. This is strong. Never apologize for trying to learn a new skill. Be proud of it. My friends, learning English is a journey. It is not a sprint. Every time you open your mouth to speak, you are winning. Every time you say hello to a stranger, you are growing. Don't wait for perfection. Perfection does not exist. Connection is what matters. Start today. Speak today. You have a voice, and the world wants to hear it. If you found this podcast helpful, please hit the subscribe button. I create these videos to help you become the confident speaker you deserve to be. I will see you in the next episode. Keep talking and keep flowing.